YouTube, happy Team Diamond Day. Good morning to those. This is a market, I guess you could say Market Tuesday, though still going to classify it as Market Monday. I was busy pretty much all of Monday, buying, streaming, doing a whole lot of things, trying to prep for, in my opinion, potentially one of the best days I've seen in Madden Ultimate Team in some time. I think this is the most excited I am going into a day. Latest, I would say, like, would be Madden 23 Christmas morning or Madden 23 Easter morning, which is the excitement of the potential of the Team Diamond promo. There is still a lot of uncertainty into how the program is going to be structured, but again, the potential for the cards being really good, the sets being amazing to build, as well as just the opportunities on the market, whether it's buying cards, opening up packs, doing sets. It's endless if this is done correctly. So gonna be a lot of yapping, some conspiracies. We're gonna go over the cards and all that sort of thing. We're talking about like the effects of the market, because the market right now is in absolute chaos. But I think there's a clear picture of what's gonna happen post Team Diamond release. So let's get into it. First up, of course, yapping a lot. The Team Diamond, or the schedule for this week, AKAs, which we had today. A little bit underwhelming, I'll be quite honest. Team Diamonds, which are releasing today. We don't know the exact time. Earliest is probably gonna be the 1:30 p.m. Eastern time slot. Would not be surprised if these are delayed multiple hours. Might not even release today. Might be releasing with Season 4. I'll be quite honest. It's Team Diamonds, a lot of sets. Would not shock me if this is like delayed a day or two. Like quite literally a day or two. But hopefully it drops on time and it's smooth. No issues. Of course, Season 4 starts on Wednesday alongside Team of the Week and Angry Runs. And I think this Snickers promo, which we'll get into. Then All Madden Release 1 is Thursday. This is kind of replacing the Harvest program. It doesn't seem like we're having a Harvest promo this year. We'll have to wait and see, but All Madden Release 1 this Thursday, followed up by Legends. There are 2 evening streams. One is this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. That is going to reveal Season 4, as well as Team of the Week, and runs and all that sort of thing for Wednesday. Sorry. And then there's a Wednesday evening stream that is going over the All Madden Release 1 that is releasing on Thursday morning. So that is your content schedule. Let's now, first up, let's get to the MUT Leagues. We'll go to the Team Diamonds after. So let's go to the MUT Leagues, and we're going to go all the way down and actually go a little bit up now. We have got the Snickers players, which is a DJ Moore, Pratt Firemuth, Chris Olave. They look to be 87 overall, if I could find them. Here they are. Probably upgraded to 87 overall. Maybe they upgrade to 90, 92. We'll have to wait and see. The All Madden program has been sort of revealed. There is a John Madden that looks to upgrade, I believe, all the way to 91 overall, looks like, at left tackle. Can also play right tackle. There is also a Isaac Bruce, a Larry Allen, a Michael Strahan, Ricky Jackson, and Rod Woodson. And yeah, this looks to be the release 1. Maybe some potential LTDs still have not been revealed yet. And yeah, this is release 1. It looks to be at least a 2-part release. We'll have to see how that content goes. Expect these to be 92 overalls. And yeah, that releases Thursday morning. Yeah, as you see, or looks like actually Rod Woodson is the LTD at 93. I actually did not see the stats of these cards. Or are they just 93s? Hey, maybe they're just 93s, unless I'm missing something. I actually didn't see this today. They're just going up to 93. So we're just saying, hey, screw the 92 overalls. We're going straight to 93s. That's interesting now that I look at it. That's very, very interesting. I wonder what they're going to require for sets now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, we'll have to see how that promo works on Thursday. Again, there's a reveal stream. Whenever they do the evening reveal stream, there's always something a little bit up with the promos. We'll have to wait and see for that All Madden Release 1. But yeah, that's that. Now let's get into Team Diamonds, and there's a lot to talk about. So first up, let's just go over the bit of information. This is a set from MUT Leaks. Talks about set requirements, exchange 190 overall team builder, 487 overall team builders, 486 team builders, 4 any 85s, 4 any 83s, 2 82 team builders, and 2 any 80 to 81 players to receive. And I quote, a 95 overall Team Diamond player, Donald Driver, and 1x Team Diamond token. Remember that. There also is this picture with Donald Driver, no picture, BND bottom right, 95 overall. We also have a picture of a 92 overall version of Donald Driver, right? So you can kind of see here, it's a little bit confusing. We then back out, we actually go back a little bit earlier in the day. Mutt Leaks tweeted out some Team Diamond Spore offers, some packs, right? We have contains one either 85 Elite or 92 overall Team Diamond Champ, contains one of 32 92 overall Team Diamond Champs, contains your choice of 4 of 32 Team Diamond tokens and 485 plus Elite players, 85 Elite, 92 Team Diamond Champ, and a bunch of other Elites, contains 195 or 92 overall Team Diamond Champ, 380s, and 85, and all those sort of things. And then contains your choice of 1 of 32, 92 overall Team Diamond Champs, your choice of 4 of 30, or your 2x, your choice of 4 of 32 Team Diamond tokens, 2x your choice of a bunch of other Elites. So you'll notice there's kind of a theme. There seems to be a 92 overall champ and a 95 overall champ. Still a little bit confusing. Let's get into some more. We also, via Mutt Leaks on a reply, also the Footballers Family Season 4, the themed cards seem to be Ed McCaffrey, Luke McCaffrey, and I think there's probably going to be a Christian McCaffrey, and then a Nick and Joey Bosa. These cards go up to 94 overall. They will be able to be upgraded to 92 on Thursday. Just giving you a fair warning, they're not very good. They're like 90 speed receivers and 85 speed D linemen. Very, very, very mid. They're pretty much only going to be used for people that have like starter teams that are just starting out. Not that good. In the replies, we have a bit more information. It seems there are just simply 2 different versions right now of the Team Diamonds. We have a 92 overall version that gives ×2 team chemistry, and we have a 95 overall version that gives ×3 chemistry. We don't know how these correlate to each other. We don't know. Then, after all of that, we got the tweet from EA Sports, if I can find it. They tweeted out, and we thought, hey, maybe the 95 overall Donald Driver was the MasterCard or just like a full champion. They then tweet out, Team Diamonds are forever. And they tweet out, we'll go over the cards one by one, but essentially 32 95 overall Team Diamonds, as well as 2 other 95 overall, and they have like the signature theme. It's a Julius Peppers, and I think we might have already passed it, and it's an Eli Manning. I will get into it. Those seem to be the Team Diamond Masters. So potentially 34, or there are going to be 34 95 overall cards in the game tomorrow, but we don't know if they are true 95s. There is a lot of speculation, and I'll actually bring up Joker Kales, because I've talked to him a ton. We were on stream kind of like discussing what can potentially happen, but because we think now, of course, this is all reliant on Mutt Leaks. If Mutt Leaks never tweeted out any of this information, we would just assume they're all 95s. But since they have shown there are not only 92 overalls that are like in the game code, but there are also 92 overall like store offers for Team Diamond Champions, people are kind of under the assumption that the set that Mutt Leaks actually initially tweeted out, and again, this is all speculation. We'll see what happens when it actually comes into play. People are speculating that this set right here is actually for a 92 overall version of that Team Diamond player, and then you are either going to take it. We don't know how the token system's going to work, but people are thinking it's like a breakout-esque like token system where maybe it requires 1 token, maybe it requires 2 tokens, but you can upgrade your 92 overall Team Diamond player to a 95, which is also why they have store offers that are giving out potential tokens. Now, maybe those tokens are just like the normal team tokens that go into where you need 32 of them, and then you get a 95 overall like grand champion. But they're showing that each team's Diamond Master champion per team is a 95 overall. So there's a lot of speculation on like if they're actually 95s or are they 92s, and you're going to be able to get like 5 of them to 95 with tokens through either spending money. Maybe there's some different sets to get tokens, or maybe there's objectives to get like 5 or so tokens where you kind of have to pick and choose who you want to get to 95 overall. Again, this is a lot of just conspiracy, speculation, but it's part of the discussion we've been having in the Madden community for the last 12 hours since all this stuff has been brought to light. So we'll see if they are 95 overalls. Now, I'll say this as we go to Mentality, and we're going to go and I'll show you guys all the Team Diamond champions. Here are the Master cards, by the way. Julius Peppers. By the way, these get discounted abilities. Julius Peppers gets 1 AP Edge Threat and a 0 AP No Outsiders. Eli Manning gets a 2 AP Gunslinger. These 95s as well also get 2 discounted abilities where you can choose one of them. The ones we know I believe our Ryan Clark gets discounted pick artist for 1 AP and a deep in for 1 AP, I believe. So the discounts might be bigger than like the actual stats. Because the one thing I'll say before we get into the stats of these cards, I just want you to picture this. If these cards did not have a 95 overall in the upper right hand corner, what would you classify these cards overall wise? Because I think if they just had an overall of 93, people would be like, oh, that makes sense. 92 overall stretching because there are some very fast cards, but the 95 overall in the top right of these cards is kind of fake, in my opinion, at least like speed wise. These cards aren't 5 speed faster than what we already have or 4 speed faster. They're just like 3 or 2 speed faster. They're significantly faster, but they're not like a 95 overall card that releases in January for the playoff promo. They're all going to have like 95 and 96 speed. I think these are very like low. It's hard to explain, but if you saw, for example, Paul Posluszny is actually a pretty good card. If you saw this Brandon Stokely card on your screen right here, right? 93 speed. That's +1 from Justin Jefferson we got last week, which was a 91 overall. If Brandon Stokely was a 93 overall, you wouldn't bat an eye. You wouldn't question it. And be like, oh, that's a 93 overall card. But people are freaking out, in my opinion, a bit about the 95 overall, if that makes sense. There's only, like, I would say 8 to 10 cards out of the 32 that are actually, like, true game changers. Like, the O lineman or O lineman, D lineman or D lineman. It's really just the receivers and the DBs where that overall and that speed really matters. So let me stop talking. Let's go through all the cards, one by one. Vince Young, by the way, again, we don't know the discounted abilities except for Ryan Clark. But Vince Young, solid card, 90 speed, but nothing we haven't seen before, right? We just got a Johnny Manziel, so he's nothing too crazy, but it's awesome to see him back in the game. Paul Posluszny, this now, I believe, is tied for the fastest linebacker, or no, second fastest linebacker behind Manti Te'o. But Paul Posluszny, awesome card, great zone coverage too. Brandon Stokely would now be the new fastest receiver in the game, but there are going to be some faster receivers, than Brandon Stokely. Hoping he gets a discounted like slot apprentice or something. Andre Johnson, also 93 speed, but also a bigger wide receiver. Very, very good card there. Marshall Yanda, right guard O lineman, Boomer Esiason. Like again, for example, if I showed you this card and I said, hey, it's 93 overall or even 92 overall, you'd be like, yeah, that's a 92 or 93 overall. I don't really see it as like a 95 overall. I know that might sound weird. That might not be confusing or understand it, but that's my like take on these 95s in quotes. But Boomer Esiason, quarterback, lefty, strong arm, had a great, I believe, bow nose card a few years back. Alex Mack, lineman, 95 center. And then here's that Ryan Clark, 95 overall. This is like one of the top 5 cards, in my opinion. 94 speed. He is a bit short, but yes, got the speed, got the zone coverage, got the man coverage all around. Amazing card. This is like one of the S tier cards of Team Diamonds. Next up, Lester Hayes. Again, same thing. If I said this was a 93 overall card, he'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Now, the man coverage, the zone coverage is very high. We all kind of know those stats aren't, it's just the speed. The speed is really what stands out on these cards, and now it'd be the discounted abilities. But Lester Hayes, 95 overall. Dontari Poe, 95 overall, 83 speed. Kind of actually can move for a big fella. Phillip Rivers, troll card. And then Chris Harris Jr., another one in mind. I put like in the upper echelon, that 94 speed. Great man in zone coverage. Broncos, Chargers team, I believe in, maybe a few others. He posted the AFC West Team Diamonds twice. Here we go. Bruce Smith, 89 speed on a defensive end. Always good to see. Rashad Jones, great zone coverage. Decent speed at 93. Damian Woody, right tackle. Mark the Sanchez, 90 speed on a scrambler archetype. Mark Sanchez was not a scrambler. He could move. He was mobile, but he was a pure drop back passer. I don't know if they watched football when Mark Sanchez was in his prime, his heyday, the early 2010s, those Jets teams, the AFC Championship. Here we go. Might be the best card we got today. Deshaun Jackson, 95 speed on like every important theme team you can imagine, minus 49ers and Chiefs, I guess you would say. But, I mean, shit, the Chiefs might end up signing him too. 95 speed, great route running. Only short is his negative, but awesome card. Again, probably a top 5 Team Diamond. Emmitt Smith, 94 speed. Great card there. Alfred Morris, 92 speed. Like, this is one of them. Like, dude, if I told you this card was a 91 overall, you'd be like, yeah, that's a 91 overall. He's got 92 speed. We already have, I think, faster running backs than that in game. And then OC Umenyiora to join Michael Strahan. that we're getting later on this week. Next up, this in my opinion is the top 5 card, Vic Beasley, 93 speed outside linebacker speed rusher. Chris Gamble, top 8 card. Jimmy Graham, I wish this card was faster. Again, it's just another one of those. Like, it's 95 overall, but this ain't a 95 overall tight end. This needs to be like 93, 94 speed, man. Jimmy Graham was a hooper, you know? 91 speed, like we've got that with Kittle now for a few weeks. This card is cool, but he's not, he's not the best tight end in the game. It's probably still the 93 overall George Kittle. And then Warwick Dunn, now the fastest running back in the game. Really, really, really good card. Hopefully he gets like a running back apprentice for a discounted AP. Next up, we got that 93 speed tight end in Eric Ebron. There we go. Nate Burleson, 93 speed on that receiver card. Donald Driver, another 93 speed receiver. You kind of get the theme of that. And then Matt Forte, I think this is an underrated card. He's a taller, more of a receiving back with 94 speed. Probably going to fall forward a little more than Warwick Dunn. I could see this card maybe be running back 1 over Matt Forte or over Warwick Dunn when it's all said and done. Jack Youngblood, 87 speed, great block shed and power move. This is going to be, he's a great D tackle. That's where I would play him at. Great D tackle. Steve Largent, another 93 speed wide receiver. Michael Crabtree, 93 speed, but he's a little bit taller. I think he's 6'1 or 6'2, so he's got some height to him. Also on a bunch of great theme teams. And then Dan Deerdorf, who we've already seen, had a card this year, I believe. I think he had a Redux. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. It's last year, but I feel like Deerdorf's had a card this year. Maybe I'm drunk. But yeah, and then he posted, I think he's really cool. I think that's pretty much gone over all of them, but I'll say this, man. EA, you have the chance, and I guess we'll go into Madden. Actually, let's cut to the Coin Bible promo first, and we'll get into Madden. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky. Link in the description. All right, back in Madden, but I'm going to finish up my statement that I was beginning to say. But Team Diamonds, man, like initial thoughts. Let's say hypothetically, these cards, maybe they're 92 overall, but they're pretty easy to get to 95, right? Maybe it takes some tokens, you get through some objectives, you can get some through sets and stuff like that. And we relatively say, like, yeah, the 95 overall cards they showed us, like, we're getting in game today. There's, I would again say there's like 8 to 10 truly game-changing cards, right? The likes of a Warwick Dunn, Deshaun Jackson, those 94 speed DBs and 94, 95 speed wide receivers. Those are really the only true game changers, I would say. The rest of the cards are really, really, really good. They're probably the best at their position, but they're not game-changing, I would say. Like, unless the 93 DBs might get discounted pick artists, which makes them really good, but like the receivers, again, speed's going to always kill, and there's only, there's a 95 speed receiver, and the rest are 93 speed, which, is faster than what we have, but again, it's not. People were, I think, overreacting a little bit too much because they saw the 95 overall, and they're like, oh, every card is 95, 96 speed. Like, no, that's not the case. There's a few that are really, really fast, but most of them are pretty reasonably speed-wise. The defensive ends, we got like OCU and Yora, Bruce Smith. They're the same speed that we already have in-game in like Max Crosby and Von Miller. It's not that crazy of cards. So, I'm torn. I don't know if they're going to screw us and make them pretty much 92 overalls and require some silly, huge thing to make them 95s, or if they're actually just 95 overalls. And that's what I've been asking for with Team Diamonds for the past few years. Team Diamonds have been terrible cards. They have been. They have not been good cards since Madden 21. They have been overpriced and underwhelming gameplay-wise, statistical-wise, from Madden 22, Madden 23, and Madden 24. So you might say, yeah, this Madden 25, they're 95 overalls, the pay-to-win aspect of it, right? These cards, oh my god, they're so much better than what we already have. You gotta understand, though, based on what we've seen from the set, these cards are going to be expensive, and they're going to justify the price tag. They're also going to hold their value a lot longer than, like, would you rather, hypothetical question, would you rather than be 92 overall, be all very mid, dog shit, 91, 92 speed players, and you still have to pay 1 million coins for them, and you're just kind of like, I don't really want to spend 1 million coins on a 91 speed Donald Driver? Or would you rather than be 95 overalls, you're spending 1 million coins because that's what they're going to be no matter what. They're going to be 1 million coins no matter what because the sets are expensive, but they're just good cards now, right? It's very similar, and I'm ranting a little bit, but it's very similar to Team of the Week. Team of the Week was dog shit the past, 2 years. The cards were way too expensive. they were underwhelming. And like you would get like one good card every few weeks. And then this year, they found a way, albeit yes, it's a bit of a cash grab, sorry. It definitely has its perks for EA. It makes the cards really good for a week, that makes them a bit underwhelming, but it makes the content relevant. The Team of the Week cards, when you have that boost, are the best cards in the game. And they're not that expensive. They're really not. Compared to, most cards, we get like AKA cards have been 800k. Team of the Week cards have been like 400, 500k at most. And they've been some of the best cards in the game. So I will never, when people were getting upset over Team of the Week content this year, I was like, why? Like, why are we getting upset that they're making just the cards better? Like, let's make MUT exciting again. So these 95 overall Team Diamonds, yes, are they expensive? Yeah, but they're also good. They could be shit and also be expensive. I would rather the cards be great, which they are, or it looks like they are, if they're going to be expensive. That's all I'm trying to get across. They're 95 overall cards. This is like the juice I feel like we needed in MUT. MUT has been dying, man. And we haven't even gotten to the menus. This game has been dead. We are in the middle of November. MUT is usually dead in like September. MUT was dead in October and into November this year. We needed this shot of adrenaline bad. Really, really bad. And I think this is going to do it, because my hope for this, and maybe some of you guys aren't going to want to hear this because you might not be able to afford these cards and I think these cards will be able to hold their value long term. And now let me get into the pauses before you overreact in the comments and say, wow, more cards releasing that are 1 million coins. Let me get into the because there are a ton of positives for these cards being expensive, okay? First up, I'm kind of lost for words. First up, if you have been on the market today, you will notice that everything else has hit rock bottom. 90 overalls that were 300, 350. Every card, I think, from 90 overall to 91 overall has dropped a minimum of 100k today, unless they were already super, super cheap. Right? Dwight Freeney over the weekend was literally 300k. He's 200k now. All these AKA 90 overall cards were like 275, 300. They're now all under 200. I saw Deion Sanders stay for 170. If you have been waiting to make upgrades for your team, do not sit there and hope the Team Diamonds are cheap, because they're not going to be. Do not complain that they're 1 million coins because they're 95 overalls. Go on the auction house and go buy these super discounted players, man. Super discounted players. I mean, even like Sauce Gardner, who was 650k just a few days ago, you can pick up for like you're saving 250k on Sauce Gardner. Every single card. This is the biggest fire sale I've seen on a present Easter egg day in a long, long time. And I think people, quite frankly, are stupid. People see these 95 shiny cards and they think they're going to be able to afford every single one of them. They go and sell their cards, not realizing they're not going to be able to afford them. And they're going to go and buy these cards all back. And you are going to see one of the biggest rebounds on the market you will ever see come Thursday evening into Friday. So if you've been waiting to upgrade your team, you saw the Team Diamond kind of leak teaser last week, and you're like, let me hold off making upgrades until we get Team Diamonds. This is the time to buy. It is never been easier to walk in and get a S-tier player for a dirt cheap price. Every single position you go across the board. Will Shields was 200k. Now he's back up to 300. I'm also recording this at 2 a.m. in the morning, West Coast time. I've been up all day. But these cards, man, Brian Thomas Jr., I sold BTJ for 300k last night. And this honestly isn't even I'm recording this late night. These probably go a little bit cheaper when Team Diamonds release and before Team Diamonds release. Randy Moss was 300k. He was 200k today. These cards have all dropped 33%. They all went from 300k to 200k. Take advantage of it. Buy these cards for your team. And if you can, you probably want to pick up some of these cards as a little bit of investments. They're that cheap. Right? Andrew Luck's not going to stay 170k. I can tell you this. Training is also going to go up, and we'll get into why. But 170k for a 90 overall, these are 90 overalls at minimum, probably by at least tomorrow night or tonight. I'm saying this tonight. It's Tuesday. Are probably going to be 200k. Andrew Luck's not going to be 170k. He's probably going to be 225, 230k later in the week. The rebound on these cards is going to be ridiculous. I know I'm spazzing and I'm like almost yelling, but upgrade your team now, man. Like seriously, upgrade your team now. The Team Diamond cards are going to be 1,000,000 coins, and these cards are a fifth of the price, and they are 90 to 95% of these cards. Right? Brian Thomas Jr. is a 6'3 wide receiver with 91 speed. There is going to be a 6'3 Andre Johnson with 93 speed, and he's going to be 5x the price. 5x. If not more, 7, 8x the price. These prices are not going to stay this low, and Team Diamonds, frankly, aren't going to be worth it except for the select few cards like Deshaun Jackson, Warwick Dunn, etc. I truly think there's only going to be like 10 Team Diamonds and 95 overall that are actually going to be worth the price tag of 1,000,000 coins. The rest of them, it's more just like for show, having a 95 overall. Please take advantage of this market and buy 90 and 91 overall cards that have tanked. 92 overall cards are mainly LTD, so they're still pretty expensive, but even that, they're still really, really cheap compared to what they were yesterday. Please, though, go upgrade your damn team, man. Like, this is that point. If you're worried about Blitz, I promise you can buy these cards right now, sell them on Friday and Saturday of this week, and then look to buy them next Thursday and Friday if you think that Blitz market crash is going to happen. But this is the biggest crash I've seen in a long, long time. Take advantage of it. All right, the next step of this process, I want to talk about this. This is going to be the meta when it comes to having a little bit of fun and making coins on this beautiful Team Diamond Day. Now, there's actually one little thing that we need EA to do to kind of make this whole thing go round. It just makes the whole process a bit smoother. I'm sure if you guys have played MUT, you'll know this. But and I actually went to the wrong program. And yes, this video is going to be about 30 minutes long. So if you're still here, you're gonna be blessed because we're gonna yap some knowledge here. Team builders, we need the 86 overall team builder set right here. We need this set to be re-put in the game because it is glitched. You cannot do it. Even if you can do it, it will lock after doing it like 3 times. So this set technically does not exist. And we need this set to exist because you need 4 86 team builders to build either a 92 or 95 team builder, our Team Diamond, whatever it is. But yeah, going back to everything, and I need to make sure I don't have, do I have, my binder is, yeah, my binder is full to the brim. Mystery packs. Mystery packs have been on the rise. I've seen the Truth You Dig talk about them for the past few weeks. I watched them open them. I was a bit skeptical because it was more so like a very grinded out process and you were like breaking even, losing a little with the hopes of pulling that big card. But now, 2 things changed with the announcement of how Team Diamonds are going to work. 1, team builders are being used. 86 team builders, 82 team builders, 87 team builders, and 90 team builders. They all, if we actually go to the market right now, and I'll show you, they all have spiked heavily in price. Heavily. We just go to team builders right here. 82 overalls, and again, I'm recording this, the content's not even out yet. These cards probably go up even a bit more. 82 team builders are about 9 to 10k. 86 team builders, which again, their set technically doesn't exist, are at about 60,000 coins, and 87 team builders are at pretty much 85 to 90k, which they were like 55k prior to today. 86s were like 30k. So team builders jumped up a ton. And then we go to 90 team builders. These cards actually went from like 200k all the way to like 330, 340k. So you can see team builders jumped a ton. And the reason why that is so important was 1, they're using the Team Diamond set. So they're going to continue to have insane demand over the next 72 hours. But team builders target a lot of overalls, all right? 87 overall team builders target 85s and 83s. 86 overall team builders target 84s and 82s if they fix the set, which I assume they will, because this program can't really work if the set doesn't exist. And then 82 overalls target 80 overalls and 80 81s and 78 79s. And we even get even further down the line, like a 90 overall team builder targets 87. So the only overalls that aren't involved in team builders are 86 overalls, and I guess 88 overalls or higher. But, those are, pretty high overalls, that is. So mystery packs are really, really good because the other thing that happened with the announcement of Team Diamonds, the market crashed, and training became a lot cheaper. You can get training at a little bit above 15 per. That would be 88 overalls for 65k, 89 overalls for 100k, 90 overalls for 165 or 160k, and like 91 overalls for 265, 250. Mystery packs right now, with that number about 15.5 per, are pretty much going to run you anywhere from 18 to 19,000 coins. And just going to show you what a pack, like a most feared pack, how much value. Most feared packs honestly aren't that good, but I'm just going to show you the value of these packs. Here's a perfect example. An 82 overall essentially goes for 5,000 coins in the market if it's going to be involved in an 86 overall team, but they're going for 5,000 coins right now. An 84 overall, if the 86 team builder set is fixed, and 86 team builders, I assume, are going to go anywhere from 45 to 50,000 coins, it requires 3 84s and 182. 84 overalls are going to be at least probably 15,000 coins, right? Because 15 times 3, that's 45. The 82 is 5k. That equals 50k. 86 team builders are going to be in heavy demand for Team Diamonds. Right here, this set, or this pack that I just opened, I'm going to make about 20,000 coins. And this is most feared is a pretty bad pack. Pretty bad. And I'm going to make 1,000 coins, or I'm going to break even after tax. Of course, now I pulled the 70 plus, but I just want to show you a few more packs. I don't have that much room in my binder, so I can't open unlimited of these, but mystery packs, and I can see 84s, I can see other overalls, 84s, 85s, they're going up even more in price because their demand is going to be so heavy come Team Diamond's release. But again, other one, even this pack, as bad as this may seem, I'm getting 10k back on a pack that cost me 18,000 coins. I want to show you guys, please open a Red Zone pack or a Gridiron Guardian pack. Thank you. Here we go. Now we're going to cook. Hopefully we don't get an absolute dud of a pack, but there's an 84 again. Potentially 15,000 coins. I'll tell you an 81 is worth 3,000 coins. Right there, first two cards, we broke even, essentially. Next up, 74, 77, and another 84. This potentially, again, if that 86 team builder set is fixed, and 86 team builders are gonna go for 45 to 50k, that's another 15k card, like another value of 15k from 84. Right there, that's 15k profit. That's how easy and how good these mystery packs are. And I think 84 overalls could even get higher than 15,000 coins because Team Diamonds, if these are 95 overall cards, everybody's going to want them. But here's another Red Zone pack. Let's see what we get. 83 overalls. They're going for like 7 to 8k right now. There's an 85. An 85 overall right now, about 25,000 coins. You know why? Because they go into 87 overall team builder sets, which go for 90,000 coins. So an 85 overall is essentially 25,000 coins. So there's 25k, there's 7 to 8k, and there's 3k, there's 5k. That's like around, what, a 40k pack? Doubled my coins. That easy. And these cards, the team builders that is, are going to be selling very, very fast. Very, very fast come today, man. People are going to need them for these Team Diamond sets. The last pack I'll show you. These packs are always good because you can pretty much get your training back guaranteed. I'm going to probably pull a bunch of 81s. But like, watch. If I discard everything, I mean, 794, that's not that bad. But I mean, 3k, 6k, 9k, 14k. So a bit of a dud pack, but still, I lost like 5k. Yeah, now my binder is absolutely full. But you get the point. These packs, with the inflated prices of a lot of low overalls, as well as the team builders that is, mystery packs are very, very good because, well, those cards are up, and training right now is down. Now, I actually can't. Let me go back and quick sell some cards. I was going to go buy some training, but I can't buy any cards because I have too many items in my binder. But I think that covers about everything I wanted to talk about in this video. Go ahead and upgrade your team, man, and then go ahead and buy some training. And I think mystery packs are going to be the breadwinner. They're going to be the breadwinner of Team Diamond. If you didn't prep for Team Diamonds, you can't afford Team Diamonds. I think everyone can afford mystery packs, and I think it's a pretty fun way of making coins. So that's all for this video. The longest Market Monday, I think, or Market Tuesday, you can even say, I've ever uploaded. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you stayed to the end of the second half of this video, hopefully you take this information that we put out there and you take it and use it to your advantage and make a lot of coins and be able to afford all those super expensive and overpriced Team Diamonds. I will see you guys all in another video. Peace.